Hello, welcome to Current News. I'm your host, Chris Davis. Okay, before we get started, I want to apologize for not uploading a video last Sunday. It was the first Sunday, and that's the Sunday where I have to work this other media related job, camera operator. So I had to work two services that day, so I didn't really have time to shoot and edit a video. So I want to apologize for that. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. So what we're going to talk about today is this Pokemon is the Pokemon Sword and Shield news cycle. Um, how the games are being marketed and stuff. I just want to say that to me, I think this is the worst Pokemon news cycle yet. Um, the trailers that they've been delivering, they're too infrequent. They're not giving us enough information. Uh, if you compare it to the Pokemon Sun and Moon trailers that were dropped in 2016, they gave us way more information than what Pokemon Sword and Shield is giving us. So far, they've only revealed 22 new Pokemon, and in Pokemon like Sun and Moon, you had YouTubers already making Pokemon teams for what they were going to build in Sun and Moon. Pokemon Sword and Shield, I haven't heard anyone making a Pokemon team for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and the reason is that they haven't been revealing a lot of new Pokemon to us. It's just been like two Pokemon, like every trailer. If you count the Galarian forms, then it's like maybe four that time. But I remember when the Sun and Moon trailers dropped, they were showing 6 and 7 Pokemon at a time, and they were dropping like trailers every week. Now, some people complain and say that Sun and Moon revealed too much. I would disagree. They did the right thing. They showed us new Pokemon to get everyone excited for the games. They didn't reveal any story plot. They didn't reveal any like huge spoilerish type of content where it relates to story. They showed you new Pokemon to get you excited for the games. Pokemon Sword and Shield, so far I believe they've only revealed 22 Pokemon to us. Now, do you want me to believe that for this generation of Pokemon, all they have is 22? That's it. That's it. And by the way they've been releasing these trailers to us, it's been once a month. Just once a month. The last trailer, I think, dropped this past Monday on a Nintendo Direct, and that trailer was very underwhelming. It was. It revealed information we already knew. We already knew from E3 there was going to be trainer customization and there was going to be Pokemon Camp. The only good thing that came out of that trailer was the two new Pokemon they showed. The league cards and the trailer, that's superfluous. I guess that's a nice add-on, but to me, that's fluff. To me, they should be revealing more Pokemon, and they should be revealing more frequent trailers. Like, by what they're doing now, by just releasing a trailer once a month and just giving us like two Pokemon, if they just go at that pace, are they just gonna let everything else be a surprise to us when we go into Pokemon Sword and Shield? Are they going to just try to cram everything in October and then the week before the game's released? Is that's how they're going to do it? To me, the marketing like for Pokemon Sword and Shield is nowhere near as good as Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's not as good as Omega Ruby. and Alpha Sapphire, it's nowhere near as good as Pokemon X and Y. Like, to me, and I've heard from like other like YouTubers that they could give us a lot more information. Another point I want to bring up, that the marketing of like Pokemon Sword and Shield is is underwhelming. It's not being utilized as effectively. Is because they're not really enticing people to do pre-orders. What they have is they're asking people, if you pre-order the double pack, you can get exclusive Pokemon in like both versions, but the only exclusive Pokemon they have for Pokemon Sword and Shield is for, if you get Sword, you get the Face the Trainer B, and you can catch a High Dragon, and you can catch Como in their evolution line. And for Pokemon Shield, you get Alistair and the Shield Legendary, and you get the Tyranitar and Goodra evolution line. I mean, is that all they're giving you for pre-orders? If you pre-order the double pack, is you can just get the exclusives in both games. I mean, if you wanted, you could just do a simple trade and you can get those Pokemon. Or when they have, I think the new Pokemon, it's replacing Pokemon Home. When Pokemon Home comes up, you can trade your Pokemon from previous generations and put them in Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. The point I'm trying to make is that is not an incentive for Pokemon fans to pre-order Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pre-order the double pack and get both exclusives. That's not an incentive. I remember when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, if you got the demo, you could get Ash Greninja. The most like coolest thing that we saw in the Pokemon X and Y, XYZ anime, Ash Greninja. Now that was an incentive to download the demo. Or if you pre-ordered Pokemon Sun and Moon, you could get a Snorlax. You can get a Munchlax with a Snorlax Z Crystal. Snorlax Z Crystal. Okay, I'm not able to say the name right now, but with that you can use Snorlax exclusive Z move. For Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if you did the pre-order for that game, you got the Dusk Lycanroc. That's an incentive to pre-order the game. That's an incentive to pre-order like the Pokemon games. Like Pokemon Sword and Shield, the marketing is very underutilized for this game. It's wasted potential. You have like the first big mainline Pokemon game coming to a home console, and they're not giving people any incentive to pre-order the game. All you have is to pre-order the game is to pre-order the double pack, and if you pre-order the double pack, you can get these 2 exclusive Pokemon. That is not an incentive to pay like $120 to buy like both games when you could just get those Pokemon just from trade, honestly. Or if you have your Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon or ORAS games, when Pokemon Home comes up, you can just bring them in that way. That is not an incentive to pre-order this game, and I haven't pre-ordered Pokemon Sword and Shield yet. I don't really see a reason to do it. There's not really an incentive. I haven't even made up my mind on which version I'm going to get. And usually when I'm picking Pokemon versions, it can be based off of the legendary. If I like a legendary Pokemon, I'll get that game. But another reason for me buying another version over another. It is because of the exclusive Pokemon that they have in that particular version. Now, if all the exclusives they have are the Hydreigon line and the Como line, then I want to go with Shield because I'd rather have Tyranitar and Goodra than the other two. The other two, to me, they're not competitively viable because of fairies. Tyranitar and Goodra are way more useful to me. So the Pokemon Direct, it released sometime this past week. It was very underwhelming. Let's go to their website and see what they revealed. Alright guys, so we're at the Pokemon Sword and Shield website. I'm going to show you the new things they revealed to us in the Pokemon Direct. Now the Pokemon Direct was inside the Nintendo Direct, and when I looked at the Pokemon Direct that was inside the Nintendo one, it was very underwhelming. But I saw Pokemon Direct by itself. It revealed a little more, but wasn't enough to satisfy me. I believe the last Direct that we got that showed the Galarian forms was a lot more interesting than what we got this past week. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at what they showed us. Okay. So, put on your favorite clothes, get a new hairdo, and set out on your adventure in style. Okay, so so they showed us trainer customization. So you can go to these boutiques and you can change your outfit. You can get your own haircut. Um, we knew that this was going to be in the game. I mean, this has been in every Pokemon game now since Pokemon X and Y. We knew that it was going to be in the game. So to me, they could have shown something else other than this because we knew this was going to be in it. So it's okay. I guess with trainer customization this time, looks like it's going to be more thorough. They're giving you more inner and outer wear, gloves. Looks like you can change your eye color too. So more options in the trainer customization. Okay. Play with your Pokemon in Pokemon Camp. Now, to me, this information was good. Now, they told us that we could do this at E3. They told us this. I don't believe they showed it, but they told us. And so, like, this is Pokemon Camp. So you can play with your Pokemon with a Pokemon toy and some other object. And the way I think of this is this could be like Pokemon Ami, increasing increasing. I don't want to say happiness because Pokemon Ami isn't necessarily like happiness. I guess it's more of a bond thing. Okay. And now Creamy comes in different colors based on the area. Okay, so this was the real interesting thing. Making curry. So depending on the ingredients you use, you make different types of curry. Now, it hasn't been revealed whether this will be something that will increase Pokemon happiness or this will be an effort value increase. So we're going to have to wait and see. But this was interesting to watch. So this was another good part about the Pokemon Direct that we saw. So, league cards. To me, this is okay, but this is okay, but it's not like outstanding or fantastic. We could leave this out. League cards. Usually in Pokemon games, you have a trainer card, but it looks like this time you can customize it. And yeah, it's okay. It's not outstanding. Um, you could leave it out. I guess it's nice to have there if you really care about like uh, customizing your own special trainer card. Now, the other thing they revealed to us is these two new Pokemon, Cramorant and Poltegeist. Cramorant. Okay. A voracious eater, Cramorant is insatiable. Never forgets its bond with its trainer. Okay, so it has an ability. So I think it's called Gulp Missile. Yes. So whenever it uses Surf or Dive, it's gonna have like some kind of fish in its mouth, and if an opponent attacks it, it shoots out the fish, and it hits the opponent, and that's its Gulp Missile ability. Now, Poltegeist. To me, this Pokemon's okay. Looks like this is a first stage. This Pokemon looks like it's gonna have at least maybe one or two stages of evolving. That's what it looks like to me. This isn't just gonna be a one stage Pokemon. I think it's gonna have two or three stages in its evolution. That's what it seems like to me. Um, it's a ghost Pokemon inside a teapot. That's the weak armor ability. So I guess that means when it gets hit and it takes a certain amount of damage, it's like speed raises. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it is. Let me look at this. I don't think this was in the trailer. It could be. Trading Pokemon is easy. With surprise trades, you just never know who you might trade with. So I think this might take the place of Wonder Trade, because I think with Wonder Trade, you traded a Pokemon and you didn't know what you were going to get. But this seems like you're going to trade, but you don't know when. I don't know. I wouldn't like that. I would prefer to trade when I like to. Let me read. You just never know who you might trade with. In these games, you can use the Y-Com to do things like trade Pokemon and have link battles via the internet or local communication. If you see a stamp pop up during your adventure, it might be a sign that another player is looking for somebody to connect with. You'll be able to trade and have link battles with friends by checking these stamps, but they can also be invitations from people you've never met before. Okay, one of the features available on the Y-Com menu is the surprise trade. Select a Pokemon from your box that you're willing to trade, and that's it. A trading partner will automatically be found as you continue on your adventure. Okay, so that's taking the place of Wonder Trade. So Wonder Trade worked the same way. You trade a Pokemon, and it goes through Wonder Trade, and you don't know what you're going to get. So they call it now Surprise Trade. Okay, so it's still the same concept as Wonder Trade. The game will keep trying to match you with a trading partner even as you engage in the Pokemon battles or other activities you'll find while exploring Galar. So there is no need for you to hunt for a trading partner or feel like you're left waiting. These trades can be carried out with players from around the world if you're using the internet, but with local communication, you can even get a trade from someone around you before you know what's happening. Head out to lots of different places and see if you can get a surprise trade. You won't know what Pokemon you'll get in exchange for your Pokemon until you actually receive it. If you're lucky, you might end up with a rare Pokemon. Okay, so membership in the Nintendo Switch Online pay service is required to participate in link trades and link battles using the internet. There's no need to set up a membership for local communication use. Okay, so these are the things that they've revealed in the Nintendo Direct or the Pokemon Direct. Um, it's pretty underwhelming. I was hoping for more Pokemon to reveal. People say that that's spoiling it. I don't believe so. I don't believe that showing new Pokemon is spoiling the game. I think that's getting people more excited for it. What you don't want to spoil, of course, is the story plot. You don't want to spoil that part. But I just think that the game marketing for Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon were way better than what we're getting for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, let me see. Um, you do the pre-order. Okay, so if you buy the double pack, it includes codes for Dynamax crystals, and you can get just the double pack, and you'll see 2 codes that will reward you with special items known as Dynamax crystals. Okay, I'm trying to see, but yeah, if you get the double pack, it's supposed to give you like codes to get Tyranitar evolution line in the sword game and Komoo's evolution line and the shield game. And I also believe that Hydreigon is included in there too, as well as Goodra. So you're supposed to get those 4 Pokemon if you get the double pack. But I'm saying you can just trade for those, then get the double pack. As I said, I'm not sure which version I'm going to get because all they have, like for Pokemon exclusions, other than the legendaries, is if you get Shield, you face Alistair as an opponent, and you can catch Larvitar and Goomy. And if you get Sword, you battle B, and you can catch Hydreigon or Kommoo. You get their evolutions lines. And I'm saying that Tyranitar and Goodra are more competitively viable than the other two. So I may wait until the October trailer and see what that is. But if I don't get any like new information, then I'm just gonna go with Shield because um, Zamazenta does look cooler than Zacian. Um, so that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree with me that the Pokemon Sword and Shield marketing is not living up to its full potential? That they could drop more trailers for us? Do you think that there could be more incentives to pre-order the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe. That would help me out a lot. You can follow me on social media. I have the links in the description box below. And all of you have a great day.